You are once again in the field with Neil. Wow, wow, wow. What a whirlwind of a summer. It's been absolutely gorgeous out there. A little hot, but you know, I'm a temperate guy. I hope that you've gone out to enjoy a little bit of Nantucket, either with us or with one of our partners or on your own. This is a beautiful island to explore during the summer. There's been a lot of things to keep us busy, lots of great Nantucket conservation events, guided walks every single week, and lots of science going on. My coworkers in the Science and Stewardship Department have an endless slew of projects that are interesting and captivating, and it's been fun to participate a little bit in that this year. And also, getting sidetracked by beautiful sunsets, crashing waves, and inspiring organisms along the way. So I hope that you've gotten to experience a little bit of that part of Nantucket summer. Today, we're talking about a trail that allows you to walk from one end of the island to the other. It's called the Coast to Coast Trail. It was put together a few years ago through a Nantucket Land Bank initiative, so thank them. And as part of the Cross Island Hike, where in one day you can walk across the entire island with a group, a section of this community. More on that in a little bit. But this trail is beautiful. It winds through so many incredible properties and open space, and a collaboration between a few different important groups. If you want to check out the route for yourself, it is available to download and to check out on ACK Trails, which is our free Trails app. That's ACK Trails. Check it out on iPhone, Android. It's up there. So you can see the route for yourself. But let's talk to a few people who helped to make this trail possible and to get it off the ground. Stay tuned, Nantucket.
Guthrie Diamond.
Oh, hey, Neil.
How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing so well. I love September. It is my favorite time on island.
I could not agree more.
You got a little bit of foliage peeking out right here. The tupelos are starting to turn.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Guthrie, we are on the Coast to Coast Trail right now.
Yes.
And I asked you to pick your favorite part of this trail because you had so much involvement in laying this out, and you walked this several times with your partner in crime, Taylor Donovan. Tell me why you chose this point on all of that 24 miles of trail to talk about it today.
Absolutely. So we are out here at Stump Pond right now, which, like you said, is probably my favorite part on the Coast to Coast Trail. I think this property is so beautiful. I love the lush forested wetlands, and all the ferns and moss are so beautiful. So I think it's a stunning property. But another thing I love about this area is that Stump Pond is situated right between Conservation Foundation property and Mass Audubon property as it is. And so there are miles of trails between all these different property owners that you can walk already. And that's a big part of the Coast to Coast Trail as a project, that it was this big collaborative effort. But I like that this property kind of exemplifies that we've been doing this kind of work all along. So I love that this trail system is pretty collaborative as it is.
Wow, that's so good. This property is absolutely beautiful, and you can walk it year round.
Absolutely.
But it takes a lot of work, not only for this trail itself, but for maintaining these trails year round.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, who at the Land Bank do we have to thank, not only for the C2C trail, but for all these amazing trails?
So all our trail work, and especially the Coast to Coast Trail, was really an all hands on deck effort for the Land Bank. So we, of course, have our property maintenance department, which we really couldn't function without. We have Jeff, Rob, Rico, Tom. They are the hands behind all these immaculately maintained trails that we all love to walk. And then our whole office staff as well, especially Susan and Jesse, have been huge in terms of coming up with the idea for the original Cross Island Hike Trail, which kind of gave birth to the idea for the Coast to Coast Trail as well. And then our environmental department as well, which would be myself and Rachel, and then Taylor, like you mentioned. We really kind of all chipped in to make this a really wonderful hiking experience across the island.
And the island's year-round residents and visitors are better for it. It's quite the accomplishment, and we really have a lot of people to thank.
Thank you so much.
But a special event to really kick this off and go back to its original roots in 2019 is the Cross Island Hike, where you can walk the entire length of the trail in one day with a whole group of people. That's coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
It sure is. So the Cross Island Hike is coming back for its second year. The first Cross Island Hike took place in 2019, and we're bringing it back for 2021. So the idea behind the Cross Island Hike is that the route will change slightly every single year. So this year we're taking the opportunity to kind of premiere our Coast to Coast Trail. So on October 2nd, the Saturday at 8 a.m., we are all meeting at the end of Hoyks Hollow Road in Sconset and hiking the 24.7 miles all the way to Settlers Landing in Nantucket. And if that sounds a little intimidating, don't worry, you can still come out and have a lot of fun. The hike is broken up into several sections that range from 2 to 4 miles in distance, and they're all separated by various parking lots. So if you want to hop on for just a section or two or try and do the whole thing, you are more than welcome to join us, and we hope you will.
Man, I did the first Cross Island Hike Trail. My feet hurt a little bit, but it was so worth it. It's such a great day, and I'm hoping that the weather's going to be an excellent opportunity for people to hike from coast to coast.
Yes, I'm also so excited. Hopefully it will be a day just like this, but in 2019 it was so much fun, so we really hope that everyone can join us.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Guthrie, and we look forward to seeing you out on the trail.
Thanks, Neil. Nice to run into you.
Oh, Sam Kefferstan.
Hey, how we doing?
Doing all right. How are you today, man?
I mean, it's September on Nantucket. Doesn't get much better than this.
I completely agree with you. It is absolutely gorgeous out here right now. And this property, whoa.
Yeah.
This
Welcome
is-
to Lost Farm, Mass Audubon's Wildlife Sanctuary.
Lost Farm is a great name because not many, I haven't explored all of this property.
It's certainly a hidden gem. That's right.
Definitely. So I asked you to pick your favorite spot along the Coast to Coast Trail to talk about this collaboration, and you chose here. Tell us a little bit about where we are and why this is your favorite.
Yeah. So I'm so glad you were able to get some shots of the surrounding habitat. Lost Farm actually represents the largest pitch pine forest on island, so it's a great place. No matter what time of year, you can escape the sun in the summer, or if you're trying to beat the wind in the winter, it's a great way to get outside. For year-round or off-island folks. And this also, I love this meadow here because I'm all about transitions, especially when it comes to good trails, and I think that's something that the Coast to Coast Trail does so well, is you're going to be able to see a number of varied habitats and open space, and that's the whole point. We want to get people outside and connected with all the nature Nantucket has to offer.
And this trail is, 24 and a half miles. You go through so many different habitats, such diversity in here. And this is such a really special part of it. I always find, in the few times that I've walked this trail, that once I hit Lost Farm, it really sets in like, oh man, you're going into some parts of Nantucket that are just incredibly beautiful and special. And this trail in particular, so well maintained, and there's a lot that goes on in this parcel. Who do we have to thank from Mass Audubon for maintaining this trail and keeping this open year-round?
Yeah, well, it's a lot of folks. I'm the only full-time staff member on island, so I do a lot of the the trail maintenance on my own, but there's certainly more behind me. It really takes a village. We've got our caretaker, Emma Cantola, that's out on the trails helping me out, as well as this summer we have our Youth Environmental Stewardship Program. So we had rising junior Sarah Swenson out here, as well as a number of volunteers such as Greg Maskell, and even the folks with the Nantucket High School Woodshop with Mike Gervin and his students, who actually helped us to build an equipment shed to house our tools and our new mower. And all those tools and equipment go into keeping these trails open to the public year-round. So really can't thank you all enough, as well as our members and supporters on island. You all make this happen.
That's such an important part of this, like having a local initiative to maintain these places because it's locals who are going to enjoy them.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, it really takes an island. You think about all the organizations that came together. You've got Nantucket Conservation Foundation, Mass Audubon, Nantucket Islands Land Bank, and even the town and the state forest. But then you have to think even beyond that. We've got, you know, Island Lumber, which was able to donate materials for our shed to maintain these trails, and on and on. So it's really an island-wide effort, and that's what makes this place so special.
Too true. That was very well said, Sam. Thank you for taking your time to come out and talk about this beautiful trail across Nantucket. And thanks for maintaining such a really important part of the island.
Hey, well, thanks for getting out and enjoying it. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
All right. Well, from Sam and Mass Audubon, that's a nice sign off. Let's continue exploring this trail a little bit.
Take care.
I wanted to end this video on a high point. Not that we need it, because we talked to some really incredible people doing great work across Nantucket. But on the Coast to Coast Trail, one of the best high points I found is up here at Alta Rock. It is 360-degree views of conservation land. And I love this point because it tells a history that in whatever direction you look, you're looking over open land that was donated or given or took a lot of time and energy over decades to piece together. And between these three great organizations that have collaborated on this one trail, there's a lot of work. In our organization, I also really want to give a shout out to our year-round dedicated maintenance crew, Donnie and Richard Mack, Jake Visco, Jim Olney, and rounded together by Chris Iller, our Director of Land Management. These guys put in the hard work year-round to make sure all these trails and roads out here in the moors and across our 9,000 acres are open for this community. And on that note, get out, enjoy this community, join the Cross Island Hike, download the Coast to Coast Trail, or check out a new loop in a new property, a new part of the island that you wouldn't have before. This is the time, Nantucket, to get out and enjoy a little bit of this fresh air before we kind of go into our shells for the winter. But on that note, I'll just leave you with some gorgeous looks at the Coast to Coast Trail. Have a great day, Nantucket.